John Binder has spent 5 decades in the business of aviation, including founding Western Avionics and Avmax, 2 highly successful firms that demonstrate the best in Canadian leadership and innovation in aviation. Born in Hungary in 1945, John Binder's family moved to Canada 4 years later and settled in Medicine Hat, Alberta. John graduated high school in 1963 and enrolled in the Aircraft Mechanical Engineering Aviation program at the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. He landed his first job as an apprentice AME at Field Aviation. With Field, John carried out all sorts of work, including the hasty disassembly and salvage of a de Havilland otter from Cape Sparbow on the north shore of Devon Island, Northwest Territories. His apprenticeship completed, John worked next for a series of companies, Amoco, Banff Oil Limited, and Great Northern Airways, before landing in 1970 as a flight engineer with Pan Arctic Oils Limited. John did well and went on to hold increasingly senior positions at Pan Arctic before founding Western Avionics in 1976. The company began when John, deciding to take a more hands-on approach to business, purchased and amalgamated 3 small avionics repair shops. Western Avionics evolved under his leadership into a major aviation presence in Calgary. In recognizing a growing need for aircraft maintenance operations, John and his partners formed Avmax in 1996, with John serving as president. Through the firm's heavy maintenance center in Calgary, Avmax grew as the aviation industry's maintenance needs increased. In 2006, John established a second heavy maintenance center in Great Falls, Montana. 2 years later, the company added high-quality aircraft painting and interior refurbishment services. A third heavy maintenance center opened in Jacksonville, Florida in 2010. John and Avmax were able to expand in part because of the success of his broader investments in the industry. In the early 2000s, John invested heavily in the purchase of several Dash 8s for another new venture, Avmax Leasing, which was established in 2003. It quickly became the largest Dash 8 fleet in the world. And by 2019, when John sold his ownership in the company, the fleet had reached nearly 200 aircraft. 2003 also saw Avmax form its own airline, offering both national and international aircraft, crew, maintenance, and insurance services. 2010 was another big year. In addition to opening its Jacksonville facility, Avmax established Avmax Spares in Calgary and Avmax Executive Interiors in Montreal. Both divisions helped to cement the company's reputation as a one-stop shop for aviation needs. John has continually demonstrated an ability to recognize opportunities to expand Avmax. Building on his earlier successes, in 2011, he launched Avmax Spares East Africa in Nairobi, Kenya, broadening the company's spares support to include its leasing customers and other regional aircraft operators. He has also invested in various airlines, including working closely with the Republic of Chad to establish a charter airline to grow aviation services in North Central Africa. Throughout his career, John's commitment to aviation has been steadfast. Thousands have worked for various iterations of Avmax, and John's dedication to and support for education and development include the Canadian Airline Professional Development Academy and the Emerging Leaders Program. His contributions to the field have been recognized with the 2010 Max Ward Trophy and by Ernst & Young in 2011 with its Entrepreneur of the Year award. John's quiet generosity is extensive and includes community support for many causes, including assisting Calgary's Hangar Flight Museum to restore its CF-100 aircraft. And no summary can overlook how he and several partners invested in the Airdrie Air Park. This historic aerodrome, built originally as part of the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan, is home to the Airdrie Flying Club, a not-for-profit organization devoted to supporting general aviation. A father of 3, Russell, Cameron, and Sherry, and a grandfather to 6, over the course of his career, John not only built a successful business empire, but also fostered a passion for aviation within his family. A reminder that John's vision and entrepreneurial spirit, perseverance, and dedication to excellence and generosity has advanced not only aviation, but also numerous lives in the industry. as he continues to provide thoughtful insight and support to the next generation of aviation leaders. John Binder's influence remains a guiding force and a remarkable example of his commitment to Canadian aviation. For his lifelong career in business aviation, most notably for his role in founding Western Avionics and AVMAX, and for his broader commitment to advancing Canadian aviation, John Binder was inducted into Canada's Aviation Hall of Fame in 2024.